Hey everybody, this is going to be my 5th layout update. For those you don't know, I'm Keith Moffitt. A lot of the guys call me Biggin, especially down around the mill and stuff, obvious reasons. I just wanted to do a video like this because for some reason some people are saying, hey, we don't see you in your videos. Well, I don't know what the big deal is. Ain't looking at nothing, but hey, here's my face. I hope you guys are happy. A lot of guys are asking, wanting to see these videos, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I don't know why. I think I'm about as intermediate, maybe, or a novice at this. Guys like Al Mayo. Al Mayo, definitely a great model railroader. Tom McEwen, I've seen your videos, awesome layout. Gunmetal Jeep, I'm looking at your stuff. Don't give up, keep the railroads going, and do what you can. And if you gotta get out of the hobby for a while, fine. Beauty about trains is, they'll always be there. I let my stuff sit in a box for years. And now that I got my own space to do it, hey, it's here, and I'm doing it. But, as far as the layout goes, I got the coaling tower and that area finished. Got all the way to the other side like I said I was going to do. Currently I'm working on my sanding facility. I'll show that to you right now. This is the Walther sanding tower, sanding kits. The drying house. See that? Yeah, mine don't look like the ones on the box. In my area, there's a lot, I mean a lot of red brick. Pretty much everything around here was made with red brick or brown brick. That's just our area. I'm trying to make things look like, like they looked like on the old Panhandle line here. Those who don't know what the Panhandle line is, Pennsylvania Railroad had the Panhandle line. It went from Pittsburgh all the way to Columbus. Big part of that Panhandle line was between Weirton, West Virginia, Steubenville, Ohio, and it went clear down to a junction point with the B&O Railroad below Beach Bottom area and Beach Bottom, West Virginia. Once you get to Wellsburg, now the tracks tore up all the way to Wheeling, and of course there ain't that many tracks in Wheeling, unfortunately. Thanks to the government in the early 80s, wanting the real estate to be given back, for tracks that aren't used so much. We lost a lot of our railroad heritage around here. I'm trying to make my layout represent something. I can't do it exactly because I like too much stuff. I love the B&O. I love the Pennsy, Wheeling and Lake Erie, Norfolk and Western. These are railroads from my area. And if I wanted to do them all, I'd have to build 30 houses. It's just not possible. So, what I got down here is, I can shape the track and the layout to accommodate the space I have, and I could scratch build and model some of the buildings from these railroads that are in my area. I plan on scratch building the Pennsylvania Railroad Steubenville, Ohio station, which was a beautiful building. It was a wonderful building. I seen it once when I was 5 years old, and they tore it down shortly after that. Why they didn't save that building? It's just one of those things in this area. Our history ain't very well respected, and it's just tore down for progress. Well, ain't much progress around here considering all the steel mills and everything are closing. And that's what it's like back home. But that's what this railroad's going to represent. It's going to represent the hard steel industry, Weirton, Steubenville, Wheeling, Pittsburgh Steel, Weirton Steel, the coal mining industry, the old Windsor Coal, which by the way just reopened. It's now owned by Alliance Coal, and it's called Tunnel Ridge now. You know, they've incorporated some of the old Windsor coal. And just some of the good things that are gone. The Mingo Roundhouse, I built, you know, a roundhouse over here. You know, it's nowhere near as big as the Mingo Roundhouse, but you look on my profile on Train Life and you can see a picture of it. I just didn't have the room. I wish I did. I never did get a picture of the coaling tower in Mingo. Not a lot of people took pictures of those kind of things around here. But I did find a picture of the coaling tower that was in Grafton, West Virginia. Like I said, I'm a big B&O fan too. And the Walthers kit, the concrete coaling tower, the modern tower, looked very much like that one. So I modeled it. And I'd like to thank my wife for buying that for me. Thank you very much, honey. She got that for me for Christmas like 5 or 6 years ago. As you guys can see from the pictures, I just got it done. You know, that's what happens when you build a house and stuff. And, well, since I'm not real technologically savvy, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm not good at the Windows Movie Maker and all that. So I'm going to have to pick the camera up and show you guys what I'm doing. So just give me a minute. I'll set this down. Pick up the camera. Hopefully your fall protection don't kick on. And here we go. I don't know if I showed you guys this side, but we got that finished. Pretty sure I showed you in this last video. I'll walk around the other side, show you a little more. This shop vac is probably pretty full. Doing a lot of work lately. And here are the tracks coming off the the turntable, the roundhouse. I got my light laying there. Trying to figure out where I want to put it. I don't know if I'm going to come to this side or put on that side. But I'm going to need some more. Finish some more bench work here, and I'll make a decision after that. Here's some of this. Back it out a little bit so you can see a little better. But this is about how far I've come. A few guys have made comments about the rough transitions I have in the styrofoam. Like this here. I'm like, oh man, you laid your switches over top of that. Hey, it's not a big deal. A lot of guys, they think they got to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and they got to get, they got to get this. This is a must. This is a must. This stuff is great. It works wonderful. But, I got a lot of access to this stuff. You got kids and they get toys. Everything now is packed with plastic and styrofoam. Why throw it away? Use it. This stuff's a pain in the butt to shape. It makes a mess. But that's what a shop vac's for. Clean it up. And if you got like a tippy tool, a hot iron, it cuts styrofoam real good. It's not such a big deal. And what I use a lot is this DAP drywall spackling. Covers the cracks. It goes on pink, it dries white. I mean, you could paint it wet. Be careful. I use a foam brush. They wash out pretty easy. You're spreading the paint down on the styrofoam, and it goes on, real easy. And then you put your scenic, your turf and all that on there, and it sticks. I can't complain. It works really well. It's one of the big things I got from Model Railroader magazine is painting the styrofoam, then putting the turf on. Saves you a lot of time, a lot of frustration. Don't get me wrong, everything ain't going to stick. It just ain't. Now even after you spray it with the something like this is Woodland Scenic Cement. It's still, some of it is still kind of loose, but unless you're coming down here with a fan and blowing that stuff everywhere, that shouldn't be a problem. And that's about it so far. So I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. Any more questions, just ask. I railroad when I got time. When I don't, well, guess what, I don't. That's it for now. Stick with it.